episode of Let's Be Real Sports. I'm your host, Big Sherm.
QB.
Your boy Sean's back.
A.K.A. Ghost. What's up, Ghost?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm chilling, man.
Ain't making no deals, right? No deals, right?
No deals, man. It's just good to be back, man.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Brother Joe is on a sabbatical somewhere trying to play the for the reboot of Luke Cage. He's auditioning. So it's gonna be heavy, intense, acting training going on,
Got you.
We miss you, Joe, but we're going to get this thing started, First off, we're going to start with the World Series. And before we start, if you have any questions or comments or anything while we're talking here live, feel free to comment in the comment section, and we'll get to your answers, questions, and our concerns. So right now, we're going to start with the World Series in general, but especially Game 4, Game 3, and Game 4 of the World Series between the Dodgers and the Red Sox. Although it's 3-1, it's been a very close series.
Yeah,
real tight, especially Game 3. Amazing. People got really 2 games for one.
Yeah, it was 18 innings, literally 18 innings.
18 innings,
games in
7 hours.
And 20 minutes.
And thank Brandon.
Shout out to anybody who stayed up through that, too. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was watching the game, and I fell asleep. And when I woke back up, there were times I'm like, what happened? And I just started watching the whole new game from there.
Yeah, what time did it end? Like 4 in the morning?
3:35.
Yeah. Sheesh,
3:35. But Brother Q, since this is your thing here, we'll start with you. How you think this series is going so far, and what do you look for? Do the Red Sox close out tonight, or are they going back to Boston?
Well, as far as closing out the series, I believe the Dodgers will win tonight, and then Red Sox win on Tuesday in Game 6. And the series, as far as Games 3 and 4 go, that was just a heartbreaking loss for the Dodgers last night, man. I mean, they were up 4-0 at the end of the 7th inning, and then I stopped watching because I felt like there was no point in watching.
You ain't supposed to stop watching. You're not supposed to stop watching.
Yeah,
but sometimes you get that feeling and you like it's over. I understand.
Exactly.
Like, oh, it's done.
And then the next thing you know, I'm like, let me go see what the score is. I look up on Google, and I see the score is 9-4 in the 9th inning, and I'm like, holy shit! I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, god damn! And then they fucking win the game 9-6. I was in shock, man. And then Game 3 with that 18 inning thing, that was just unbelievable. That's just a heartbreaker to lose.
And it was a low score too.
Yeah, on top of that, the score was only 3-2.
Yep.
And games 1 and 2, well, Boston dominated them in Game 1.
And David Price is showing up now. I don't know where.
Right
where was this?
This is the best.
Where was it?
Playoff baseball he's ever done. This is the best playoff baseball.
Best time to do it too.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to beat Verlander in Houston. No way. No, that wasn't with the script.
Even when he used to lose, like, it wasn't the most terrible loss. It's just like he didn't come all the way through. You know what I'm saying? He pitched a good game, but not good enough. All the time, he would always come just short. So now he actually got over the hump finally at the right time.
But this is Verlander. Listen.
Verlander's the man.
Verlander is the guy like you sent up there like last year against the Dodgers.
I consider him like the Aaron Rodgers of baseball.
Yes,
if you want to call him the page, I call him the Aaron
That's a
Rodgers.
great comparison. Great comparison. Nice job, Ghost.
Yeah.
Nice job. Nice job. But yeah, no, definitely. And David Price now is earning his $217 million, which I still can't believe they actually paid this man. In the first place.
He is one of the elite pitchers in
but
baseball.
then you look at his postseason. He was 0 for 10, 0 for 11 until Game 5.
But they pay you for what you do in the regular season.
No. What?
It's 162 games.
Negro, what?
They do. I mean, baseball season is a marathon.
It's a marathon. But when you get to postseason, what you think, Mo? You think Mo was just some regular guy in the regular season?
No,
he's an all-time
but check it
great
out, though.
pitcher.
Check it out, though.
Like, you gotta pay him.
But check it out, though. If you're a pitcher that could give you 20 wins over a 162 game season, they're gonna pay you.
Yeah, this is true.
Baseball, man.
That is true.
And he's gonna give you 20 wins a season. He can do that. So they're gonna pay him for that regular season. Hey. Now, if you don't produce in the playoffs, then they took a gamble that didn't work out. But he's worth it for the way baseball works.
Yeah. And plus, Boston. I mean, they don't really need they need pitching, of course,
Right.
but their hitting is so good.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I haven't seen something like this.
Yeah, they got Martinez and Nunez and
Not forget Mookie Betts.
Yeah,
That man is a
and
problem.
Mookie
Jackie
Betts.
Bradley Jr., who's very
Yeah,
clutch,
yeah.
very clutch, by the way.
Yeah.
With 2 outs.
their hitting is really superior, and that's another thing because the Dodgers hitting ain't all that.
No, what? Wait, whoa! Don't, whoa!
It ain't.
Slow.
If we compare them to the Red Sox hitting,
Not compared to the Red Sox. They
Machado's not a name in there that can hit.
he could hit, but he's talking about overall.
yeah,
Overall, it's not.
Machado's just one guy.
Miranda Machado is one of the best players in MLB.
Yeah, he is. But
Don't
he's
disrespect
just
the man
one
now.
guy.
He's just one guy.
I'm not disrespecting him. I didn't
Okay.
say he was
Yeah, he's a good
trash.
player. He's a good player. But
Okay.
overall, the lineups is not as equal as you think.
Yeah, I mean the Dodgers pitching hasn't been that good either. It's been
Surprisingly.
That's because this is supposed to be the ultimate pitching versus hitting contest.
It's the opposite.
It's not.
Kind of the opposite.
It's not. And you know why? Because I don't know where this came from. Where pitchers only pitching 5 innings now. Usually back in. Oh, I'm dating myself, but a pitcher used to go
Like
seven innings,
yeah, like
7.5. You have your setup man, and you have a
Your
closer. That's it.
Yeah,
Now all of a sudden it's 5 innings. Everybody want to use all these bullpen people,
Yeah,
and they want to
reserving them. They're reserving their starters a little more now.
like. I understand they throw 95, 100 and stuff, but come on, like how?
But remember that takes a toll on your arm too. These guys throw heat now, man. Yeah. It's a different game, man.
But listen. Clayton Kershaw can go through a whole 9 games, 9 innings. Excuse me. Verlander can go 9 innings. Bumgarner, when he's not injured, when he's healthy, can go 9 innings. We need to get more of that going in there. You're paying these pitchers that price. I want to get the innings out of them.
But they don't want to pay them that much money, and then they tear up. They get Tommy John.
That's part of injuries. Are part of the territory. That's what it is.
But
Everybody know that.
That's why they pull them early, though. They don't want to take that risk.
So in the postseason, listen, pitchers are used to having work, a lot of work. 270 and 300 innings is a lot of work. I mean, it's kind of tiring, but it's work for them. You understand? So now when you get in the postseason now, they're supposed to be in tip-top shape. 7 innings ain't supposed to be nothing. Randy Johnson never came out on no goddamn after 7 innings.
and he was doing that well into his
40s.
Yeah.
Kurt Schilling
He's
never.
a different kind of animal, though, man.
But
It's
Verlander can do the same thing.
Randy Johnson was like a different kind of animal, bro. Like you got to give it to him, man. The dude was like 6'10", bro.
I'm not saying.
6'10",
Whoa.
It didn't even take him that long to get to the mount. Like from the mount to the plate.
I'm not
'Cause
saying
his arms
that.
was so long and everything is different, bro. He hit a bird, bro.
Yeah, he did hit a bird.
He hit a bird, man. Who hits a bird, man?
That was deadly accuracy. That's what that is.
Yeah, exactly, man. You got to give it to him, man.
But back to what we were talking about here with David Price. I feel like tonight. First of all,
he's pitching tonight.
yes.
Oh,
Evaldi in Game 3 pitched his ass off. After pitching Game 1 and Game 2, 1 day rest, and then pitching 90 pitches. He pitched 6 or 7 innings basically to keep the Red Sox in there. That was true grit. You can't beat that. Now he wasn't available last night, and they didn't need him.
Well, he was probably
He was gassed.
fucking tired after, you know.
Yeah, 18 innings.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
And he
man.
pitched 7 of those
Everybody-
innings already.
They used every player on both squads. Pretty
Yeah,
much that
there was
game.
561 pitches thrown.
And then they was contemplating bringing in
ridiculous.
David Price. They were contemplating it. But in the end, it didn't work out for the Dodgers. It didn't work out for the Red Sox. But again, it didn't cost them. Because they won last night. Again, in the 8th inning.
Well, both teams were tied. Remember, you said it was
Right. It was 0-0.
0-0 for a while.
Well, 5-6 innings. Then they went back and forth. And in the 8th, I forget the guy's name who hit the home run. But he did hit that home run. I'll do an omissions next week. He did hit that home run. And then Kenley Jansen. I cannot believe he's giving up home runs. He's a dominant closer. Like
That's why I don't know what it is. And they were here last year, so I don't get the excuse.
It's
He's
not
folding,
even-
just folding at the wrong time, man. That's it.
It's shocking. I can't believe it. Like, I compare him to Mo. He has that cutter. He has a cutter just like Mo.
compare him to Mo.
No, listen.
I'm about to, bro.
Wait, hold on.
Oh,
his
Rivera, you put him in there, the game over pretty much.
Right. But listen,
you just wrap it up.
He gave it. Wait, he gave it up to Luis Gonzalez in 2001.
Yeah, I mean,
he gave it up.
It happens. Nobody's perfect,
right?
But for the majority of the time, you put Mo in there, the game is a wrap. It's a deal.
Right. And for Jansen, he is one of those pitchers. He is one of those closers who's like that. But for some reason, and I saw this early on in the season when he was giving up home runs. Maybe he's coming off injury, but he was giving up home runs uncharacteristically. I was like, whoa. This don't look good. He got together during the later part of the season, but now he gave up one to Jackie Bradley. He gave up one last night. It's not looking good, and they need him. They need him to shut the door.
But the thing is, now they got 3 games to do it now.
Yeah, I don't listen.
That's tough, man. That's tough to come back. I mean, it's possible. It's happened before.
The reason I wanted to go 7.
I wanted it to go, but I don't think it will now.
I want to see it go 7. I
don't think it'll go more than 6.
So you don't believe in Clayton Kershaw is what you're saying?
At this point now.
I think they needed that game yesterday.
Yeah, they definitely needed that game yesterday.
You know how tough it's going to be now for them to win 3 in a row now?
It's not impossible.
I didn't say impossible, but
the
hard,
team that
man.
they playing against is really hard. It is.
Remember, they depleted their pitching staff a little bit with that in Game 3, using all those pitchers. Now, some of those pitchers will be back available tonight.
Yeah,
but I mean, it may take a toll. It may not.
But the Dodgers also did the same thing. You know, it was like
exactly.
It was back and forth, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they have more arms out there. Yeah. The Dodgers, they have more arms. So Boston now, they have to really mix and match, and that's why it's also important for them to win the game last night, because now you don't even have to worry about that. Even if you lose, okay, we're in Boston now. We get 2 games to win 1. The ball's in their court now, and they have Chris Sale for Game 6 or Game 7.
Hand, though. Either way, Boston still got the upper hand
for now,
unless they bring it to a Game 7. Then it's anybody's game. But if they got to win 2 to make it that way, and it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough.
I say it's just Boston's year. Either if it ends tonight,
I felt that way all year though. Honestly,
if it ends tonight,
Boston has been. If you ask me, Boston, the Red Sox have been the best World Series team of the 21st century
so far.
Facts, yeah, facts.
As much as people want the Yankees to be back, and it's been.
I mean, they got one.
They're about to win their 4th World Series
since 2004.
And this is a team that had a quote unquote curse for a while, before they beat the Yankees.
And thanks to Alex Rodriguez, the curse was broken. He helped break the curse.
Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah, of course. A little pissy ass slapping the ball at the man hand like that. What type of pissy crap is that?
That was a bad look.
Come on, man.
That was a bad look.
Come on, man.
I saw that live. I'm like, what is he doing, man?
What is he doing? Everybody's looking at what is he doing?
Yeah.
Look like Seinfeld or something out there like that, man. Come on.
All right, so I got Boston in 6. What do you got?
I really wanted to go to 7 because I want to see Evaldi pitch again and then win it. But I just feel like this is the Red Sox year. This is the Red Sox year to win it all.
But how many games do you think they'll do?
I'm gonna say 7. I wanted to go 7. I said
that's wishful thinking, and we all wanted to go 7, but I think it's gonna be 6, man.
Yeah,
I really think it's gonna be 6. I don't see them winning 3 in a row, bro.
Yeah, Dodgers will probably win it tonight and then waste all the energy tonight, and then the Red Sox are just gonna humble them.
You hear that, Clayton? They're believing in you, brother. They believe in you, Clayton. Come on, man.
You can do it tonight, but it ain't.
Earn your money.
7, man.
Earn your money. Come on, Clayton. Let's go. All right. Now that we're finished with the World Series talk, I'm going to let Brother Q lead this next topic because this is his topic that he wanted to discuss about here today. So go on.
All right. Well, it's not the first all-women's pay-per-view, despite what WWE says, but it is the first all-women's pay-per-view in the history of WWE.
Right.
It's called Evolution. Let me just run the match card on you guys real quick.
Okay.
We got Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship in a last women's standing match. Mm-hmm. We got Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella for the Raw Women's Championship. Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship. Toni Storm versus Lo Shearer from the Mae Young Classic Finals. NXT UK Women's Championship match. I don't even know who the hell the NXT UK Women's Champion is because they don't even broadcast that even on the network. They got Trish Stratus and Lita versus Mickey James and Alexa Bliss, but I believe Alexa Bliss will be replaced by Alicia Fox. I heard she
that's gonna be
got
trash,
a got a
No,
concussion.
don't say that. Well,
Man, that's gonna be trash. You know, they
all
make
right,
Alicia
all right.
Fox a jobber, man.
All right,
you know
all right.
She in there, she
all
about
right.
to lose, bro.
All right.
And
I try to give her some credit, you know.
I mean, I like Alicia Fox, but she look good, but you know, she just lose a lot, man. She lose a lot.
Well, she's a jobber. What do you think it is? What do you think that is
but
about?
how they gonna replace a match like that? A high quality match with a jobber?
It's
man?
last minute, bro.
well, yeah.
Continue to run down. Come on, man.
Sasha Banks, Bailey, and Natalia versus the Riot Squad. And finally, they'll be having a women's battle royal. I think 15 women will be in it.
Only 15? I mean, no damn
I
sense.
think so. Yeah.
Ain't no goddamn battle royal.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
As long as you got people in that ring and some people getting thrown over, you got a battle royal in your hands.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess so. But what are you looking forward to for this type of environment, this type of scene for the women here tonight?
Well, there's some positives and negatives to this event. Like, for example, I don't really like the fact that Asuka isn't, like, she's in a match. She's gonna be in the women's battle royal, but that's what you got for Asuka. I mean, seriously, like, she's arguably one of the best women's wrestlers.
You're wasting her value.
She's arguably the best women's wrestler in WWE today. I mean, she had that long undefeated streak.
At NXT?
NXT and on the main roster,
right.
because she didn't lose a match until WrestleMania
WrestleMania
this year, and then they had a job to fucking Carmella of all people.
Carmella, come on, man.
You know,
And I think they're wasting her talent because of her lack of mic skills, like with the English. You know, I think
Right.
that's
but she's still got crazy charisma.
yeah, and
Yes.
people love her. But
Yeah.
but I think it's the company doing it, man. There's no reason she shouldn't have a match, and she's on that battle royal. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
So now if she's the third person thrown out, that's all you've seen of Oscar for the night. One of the most talented people in the whole roster as far as the women. You know?
of course.
It
I
makes
mean,
no sense.
you know, it might be politics going on
It's a lot
behind
of
the
politics.
stage,
It's always
but
politics.
we know what the talent of Asuka can do. You know, she's world renowned. Everybody know it. Nobody can hide it. It's just that can she get her mind skills up enough for her to get the push she needs?
Well, why not give her a manager?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, this is why WWE's pretty hypocritical. Look at the Great Khali. He can't barely speak English. They
was shipping.
pushed that fucking guy to the moon as
Yeah,
soon as
but
he
this is the
got
thing, though. Vince McMahon likes big guys.
Yeah.
So if you're a big guy, for real though,
Yeah.
if you're a
No,
big
you
guy,
all right about that.
If you're
You
a big
all right
guy,
about
he
that.
give you the craziest push in the world, and it don't matter how garbage you are. Like,
But he can't even. But the thing
can
is,
do
he
it.
can't even wrestle though.
True, he was terrible.
Not even the Undertaker
move a
was
leg,
able
man.
to
Bro,
get
he was
him
the
over.
most stiff wrestler I've ever seen, man.
Exactly.
I mean, he stands
They
up
put
tall
the
like
fucking World Heavyweight Championship on the dude for a few months,
Yep.
and he can't speak English, and nor can he wrestle.
this. True.
Oscar
he was
way
big,
better.
but
No,
he was
of
big.
course. But at the end of the day, again, it goes back to politics with this one. And also, and again, the mic skills. If she can improve her mic skills, and she can get better at it, anybody say she can't.
Yeah, look at Yao Ming. Yao Ming speaks pretty damn good English right now.
Damn near perfect English now.
When he got here, he couldn't speak English.
Nope.
But now you hear him, you're like, man,
Nope.
you can barely hear accents sometimes.
Exactly.
So it can happen. You know, just need work.
Give her
Need work.
time, but her talent is through the roof. I don't care what anybody say. She's doing things like whoa, like it's eye
But that's the whole women's division. A lot of the women's division, man, it's a different ball game now out there in wrestling, man. Before, I remember I used to watch wrestling with the other chicks and with
the
chicks.
divas.
Bro, you used to wait for their matches to go off. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, get this shit out of here.
Yeah.
You know, straight up. But now you can actually sit there and watch a match, a quality match, with a bunch of the chicks on the roster. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The match that got me sold back on women's wrestling was a Falls Count Anywhere's match on Monday Night Raw between Sasha Banks and
Charlotte
Flair. That was like they gave it.
Yeah.
Like you see them giving it their all, and like the way it ended.
Like the dudes do. They was just their matches was better than some of the dudes' matches.
Yeah.
Just that way.
Yeah, I think Sasha and Charlotte had the feud of the year in
Yeah.
2016.
Oh yes. Definitely.
I think their feud pushed the women's
Right.
division
Yeah.
even higher. You know what I'm saying?
It
put an eye on it. You know. It put
You
an eye on it.
see, the thing is though that WWE won't admit. They sort of stole this women's revolution thing from TNA because they was doing this. TNA was doing this thing about 10 years before.
But you don't have the
WWE steals
cachet.
everything, man.
And you don't have
They're
the
the big-
cachet.
yeah, they're the big, the big company. So that's where everybody wants to be. So if you put it on the WWE scale, now people forget about the TNA or they forget about the WCWs. They like, oh, WWE did it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the biggest company.
But it's a cachet brand. WWE's cachet. Once you in there, you good.
This is the point. I mean,
Your money.
This is the point I'm
I
making.
mean, that's universally known.
The other wrestling companies don't even get that shine because WWE is the pinnacle of wrestling, and it's been that way for years. Even back in the day, they always had that cut above WCW, except when they was going through the Monday Night Wars. That's about it,
right?
You know, and then it was like a battle, a constant battle every week.
WCW actually did beat them.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. They had it. They had it at that time for a while, and then WWE took over. You know,
but with that, even when women's wrestling wasn't even potent then. It was all about the divas, just dressing up sexy,
you gotta
and all
get
that stuff.
To get attention,
right?
It was corny, man.
And for a while, like it was entertainment.
It was entertaining because we was all young,
right?
But
it really didn't take off till Lita came, till Trish Stratus came, and they started to. I even go back to Jacqueline.
Well, she was around the same time,
right?
Yeah, she used to fight though. It's crazy. She used to fight, but people don't remember that because that era was nothing but lingerie matches.
Right.
Have a cat fight till you pull off her lingerie,
right?
And then the match is over.
Right.
What is that?
So, but they've worked hard to pull this thing now to where they're on even ground, and now they have the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I see why they call it Evolution. That's
actually
right there.
Yeah, it's a perfect name for it.
And the women's wrestlers, even coming up through NXT and stuff like that, you know, it's gonna help. It's gonna get better. You know. What they need to do now is bring Shayna Baszler up to the main roster. You know, you got Ember Moon there already. Yeah. You have Asuka there
that's
already.
another woman. They ain't doing nothing. They just throwing her into the battle royal.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Crazy. Crazy talent was trained by Booker T.
They got crazy talent in NXT 205. They have it. It's there.
They just don't utilize it.
Utilize it, man.
Yeah,
it could be
Bianca Belair. That's another good wrestler.
I think she's gonna be in the battle royal.
She's
too.
gonna be next. Yeah, I think she's next.
And I don't know how Nikki Cross is on the main roster.
I mean,
still.
They got the rest of Sanity on the.
And she's still stuck down there. Yeah, NXT.
Listen, they can do so much with her down there. It don't even matter. Do you see how the fans go crazy?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. The fans go crazy for them in NXT, and sometimes they don't get that same kind of energy when they go to the main roster. Sometimes I mean, and that's how they look at it. That this person's not ready for the main event.
But
that's how they look at it.
But just like Flair, just like Sasha Banks, Bailey, you have to bring something. You have to make something memorable.
Well, Bailey, they haven't really been doing
right. Right. They give her.
They kind of killing her gimmick. That whole.
Oh, it's dead now. It's been dead for a while.
They killed that thing.
It's been dead for a while now.
It's worse than I can't even say worse than John because John Cena it worked. The whole I'm a good guy and all the colorful stuff it worked. But for Bailey, it failed miserably.
Okay, because it's been seen already. It's been done already. Yeah. Look at Becky Lynch for instance. They changed her whole character. Now she looks more of a Stone Cold Steve Austin character.
And it's like no matter how much of a heel she is, she gets a pop every time. They don't even care that she's a heel. She gets a bigger pop than anybody.
Yeah,
but they love it.
See, that's why I like Alexa Bliss because she's a true to the game heel. Like she really gets heat from the crowd. I remember at the Elimination Chamber event, she just played a complete swerve on the crowd after she won her Elimination Chamber match. She was saying anybody can achieve their dreams. She starts crying and then she says, "This helps me realize that none of you are going to achieve your dreams." She just did a complete swerve. I mean, she's amazing,
and that's what you need. You need people to feel it.
Get the crowd involved and make the crowd hate you.
It's just like they say.
That's a heel, right?
It's just like they say. Make them believe it.
Yeah.
If they can believe it, it's like it can go a long way.
Yeah.
Look at Elias, for instance. It's jumping off the. Who would have thought he would have been anything? I'm like, this thing's gonna be a gimmick, and they're gonna burn this thing.
It's working though.
But look at him now.
His character is so good. His character doesn't get affected
and he can
by
lose.
losing.
Yeah, he can lose, and he's still loved.
Exactly.
That's the crazy thing. That's crazy. And that's when you have a good charisma. You know what I'm saying?
And for Becky Lynch, she's now embracing the heel turn now. You can see embrace it looks like it fits her now. It's believable now.
Yeah, because she knows whether they like her or not. They still reacting and they still cheering for her, regardless.
And then the matches with Charlotte Flair are going to be good.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the best match of the night.
Of course,
100%.
And let me ask you about the NXT talent down at NXT.
As far as women's
concerned, because we know Shayna Baszler is the number one. Is Bianca Belair the next? Is she the next?
I think she can be. I mean, in my opinion.
I mean, she's pretty. She's pretty good in the ring. I don't think she's better than Kairi Sane.
I think she's better than Kairi Sane. I mean, Kyrie got very gimmicky moves.
That's my thing with
very
Kyrie.
gimmicky.
I think when she gets up, if she gets up to the main roster, that gimmick is. I think
it's dead,
bro. It's like, bro, you Captain Jack or something. Like it's like when you get up there, I think it's gonna flop, man. Honestly, it's working because it's on an NXT level right now. But I think once she goes up, it's gonna like fall off a little bit. They gonna take her as a joke, like you coming down to the ring looking like a pirate every day.
I mean, listen, it worked for the kids. It's gonna work. Listen, it's about the kids, bro.
Remember,
yeah,
WWE,
but come on,
it's about
there's
the
a
kids.
huge adult fan
yeah,
base.
and that's what keeps the wrestling
Yeah.
alive. If
You think it's about the
you leave it with PG, it's not gonna
think
work.
it's about the goddamn adults?
Absolutely.
It's about the kids buying that merchandise.
Who buys that merchandise?
Their parents buy.
but them kids want it, right?
If it was all PG audience, they would have no sales.
What do you mean they have no sales,
Bro, they were barely.
Yo, man, kids buy. What?
Their parents buy the stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the parents are into wrestling also.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's fine. That's
So if
fine.
all your fans were just kids who like kids who turn on the TV and watch cartoons,
But
you're
most
not
of-
making no revenue of that. But they're watching it, but you're not making no sales of merchandise.
mommy, daddy, RVD got a new toy coming out. Can I get it? Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's shelling out.
But you
bro.
think
What
it's not adults
mean?
buying this stuff too?
Of course, adults buying this stuff for memorabilia and all that stuff. Of
That's what I'm
course.
saying, but the adults keep it going.
Yeah.
Why do you think the
it's-
Attitude Era
yeah.
was so popping? The Attitude Era was popping because adults started watching wrestling.
Exactly.
Adults was
Exactly.
into it. You had grown men wear 316 shirts.
Yeah, there was
Right.
no 1998 was the most fans were watching wrestling.
Yes.
That was
1998.
And these are grown men. You look back at the videos. The audience is nothing but grown men, bro. Not kids, grown men.
Oh, okay. I get
Grown
you.
men.
I see where you're coming from.
Grown
now.
men was in. I
I
mean,
see
we
where
was
you come
watching
from.
it in school and everything.
Yeah. Right.
In the audience, it was grown men buying those tickets. Now, you telling me grown men gonna be buying some Kyrie Sane tickets to watch her look like Captain Jack?
And like you said, there's
Absolutely
a lot
not.
of there's a lot of
Absolutely not.
that's a lot of WWE fans out
And
there.
remember, WWE recycles gimmicks all the time.
Yes,
Yes.
they do.
And some stuff don't work,
But
but they still recycle it again.
but Triple
They've
H,
done that
but
Captain Jack thing before
Wait.
on wrestling. And that didn't work. It was a guy that didn't work.
But Triple H is working on it now. I think he's one of the better guys to get stories out of people.
I don't think you could make a Captain Jack.
No. That's probably not going to work there.
Like, if they came out with another Red Rooster, you think it's going to work?
Oh my God.
My point exactly.
It didn't work the first
It
time.
didn't work the first time. Just like
Yeah.
the Captain Jack thing didn't work the first time with the guy. It didn't work.
Yeah.
They'll try it again with Kyrie saying, oh, let's do it on the female perspective now.
Yeah.
Let's take her up there. And the fans still going to look at it like a joke. And then it's not going to work. And then you're going to be like, oh, look at this talented chick that's not going nowhere.
We shall see.
In a battle royal.
We shall see.
It's going to happen.
And my thing for this event here is that this event, like I said, it's a long time coming.
It
It's-
definitely
it's-
is. I agree.
The only thing is missing from there is for them to have a tag team division. But
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. I think this was a perfect time to introduce women's tag team titles.
because that is the next step.
Yeah, you got the Iconics, you got Absolution, which people probably fucking forgot about.
Yeah.
You got Sasha and Bailey. You know,
The-
Bellas.
yeah, the
put
Bellas.
in
I
there.
mean, I think the women's tag team division may be a little bit more prominent than the men's.
Yeah.
because there's not that many male tag team.
Yeah, it's dwindling down.
Yeah.
And again, another
Everybody
NXT
want to see Breeze Angle. Like,
no, but AOP is being wasted there too.
Yeah,
Those brothers are being wasted.
They're not what they were in NXT.
Because they don't know what to do with them. These guys are big, strong, and powerful. Just like with Kyrie when she comes up. Like to your point, what they're going to do with her. Shayna Baszler, you could do a lot with. They're talking about bringing the four horsewomen to the WWE.
that could work.
But now people want Flair. But they're saying it's going to be Ronda Rousey and her crew with Shayna Baszler.
MMA chicks.
Right. So we don't know, but I would like to see Flair and them do it. I would like to see them do it at this event. The formation of the four horsewomen here at this event, Evolution.
Yeah, I doubt it's gonna happen though.
But
I
listen,
doubt that.
yo, I'd be so hyped if I get this right. I'm just going off a whim right now. This is just off the top of the dome. Like WWE is known to do some stuff like that, like shock people with their events.
Yeah. I mean, you have to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? You
This
gotta
would-
keep people on the edge of their seats.
This would be the night the four horsewomen, either the Flair faction or the Rousey faction, would come together that night. That would be huge. And I hope I'm breaking the story without even knowing what the hell's going on there. That'd be a feather in my cap. I would be a Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
All right. Brother Q, he has another topic he would like to get to, and this might get a little heated. Maybe I don't know.
It is.
But I'll let him introduce it. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, well, this one is about WNBA players feeling that they should get paid as much as NBA players, and I think that's pure blasphemy because I've got some stats here.
Okay.
First of all, we start off with the fact that a regular season in the WNBA is 34 games.
Okay.
Their playoff format, there's 2 teams that get a bye, and then another 4 teams, I believe, play against each other, and then they play against the 2 lower seeds with the bye, and then the 2 higher seeds with the bye still get to wait again. And
this thing is confusing already.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's confusing, but I mean, you understand it if you watch women's basketball.
Well, but what are you trying to say in general?
Okay.
What is your gripe here?
My gripe is they don't play as much games.
Okay.
Their season is nowhere near as long. Like, even if you add the playoffs, a maximum amount of games being played is only 41, which is half of a regular season in the NBA.
Right.
Not even the playoffs.
Now, why do you think that is?
Well, no disrespect. Obviously, I don't mean, because women have their menstrual cramps and they get pregnant and stuff like that. I mean, that probably could be the reason why their season is so short.
But go ahead.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Also, another thing you got to think about, and okay, I looked this up here. Last year, WNBA teams averaged only 7,716 fans a game.
Okay.
I think that's the main reason.
Yeah.
I don't think so cramps and stuff. I think that's the reason.
Yeah,
I think
it has nothing to do with that.
I think
man.
they don't pull in the same kind of
what the hell?
crowd.
No, I was saying that's probably the reason why their season.
But it did not. We are back. We are here. We were talking about the WNBA and the gripe of women. Well, the women's gripe is that they're not getting paid as much as the men. Now, let me go and say for me on that is the women's game has grown. Believe it or not, small pieces, but it's growing. But the thing is with the WNBA, they have to get the little girls to want to play basketball, because that's how you generate buzz. That's how when the little girl, like it's like with WWE, the little girls out there want to play WNBA, they want to grow up and say, I want to be a WNBA player. They grow up and they raise it. So one thing is marketing. Marketing can be a little bit more. Marketing can be done for the WNBA, but the people got want to buy the product.
Exactly.
At the end of the day,
there's a reason why the Liberty don't play at MSG anymore.
Right. Because you gotta bring in the revenue
somewhere in Long Island, I believe.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that, man.
It just happened this year.
That's crazy.
But the WNBA can get better. The evolution of the game, talking about evolution, can rise. You have what's her name? Seattle Storm.
You talking about Della Don?
No.
Sue Bird.
No, not Sue Bird. Stewie.
Brianna Stewart. Yeah.
Brianna
MVP.
Stewart. Right.
Yeah.
And see that's the thing. We don't know it off the top of our head. We can tell you who
that's a problem though. That's why.
Right.
Yeah.
And the way the WA is going about it right now is what they're saying is why they're getting paid as much, because they're bringing the revenue. People want to watch the dunks and stuff like that.
Exactly. They don't even dunk in the WNBA.
Right.
But I don't like dunks though. I like layups. I ain't going.
For real?
Yeah, I like layups.
I like dunks, man. I like
the whole game. The whole game itself, man.
Yeah, but I mean, if I had to pick one, though, I'd pick layups over dunks. I think
so
layups.
You should love the WNBA.
Yeah.
Nah, but the thing is though, they don't do no like Kyrie Irving looking like layups.
No. Listen, like I said, the game is evolving. You have to have the game evolve in order to get the people to like be on. People want to be like, oh, I'm gonna be amazed.
Yeah.
You feel me? And plus,
but the WNBA, like if you watch some of their highlights, they do some amazing stuff. Them girls are good, man.
You know they're good.
I'm more fascinated by females college basketball than the WNBA.
Right. I mean, there's Connecticut, of course. I mean,
yeah.
Come on. I mean, that's what it's all about at this point right now, and who can beat them.
But I like the WNBA a little better because it's like the best of the females. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And look,
sometimes you have the college teams like the Connecticut that you just like they playing against some school that probably got chicks that it ain't that good. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're being teams in the top 5 by like 30.
Teams, yeah, but now imagine when they go against a team that's not the top.
But hey, listen, that's not their fault that they're good. That's not their fault.
It's not their fault, but do you want to see that? I don't want to see a.
It's domination. You gotta go beat them. They can be beaten.
That, but you don't want to see that every game.
What do you mean you want to see it every game? What the hell are you talking about?
They playing against.
Now UConn does win by like 60 almost every.
Whose fault is that?
We're not saying
you pay to win the game. What the hell are you talking about, bro?
At the same time, do you want to see it? Do you want to see that every game?
No,
I want to see competition.
You'd rather watch.
What do you mean?
So, but you'd rather watch them run the table all the time, or would you rather?
If you can't beat them, who problem is that?
Yeah, but we're just asking, what would you rather watch? Wouldn't you rather watch a more competitive game?
Of course, but you're not going to get a competitive game all the time.
You can see overtime games in the WNBA. You can see triple overtime games in the WNBA. You're not going to see that against Connecticut going against some lower tier school.
Who fault
getting
is
blown
that?
out by 60 every time they meet.
It's about recruiting. Pat Tum was beating Gino Auriemma beforehand, before he got held of recruiting reins. Somebody else got to get hold of recruiting reins in the women's game.
Easier said than done.
Build it. Gino built it.
Okay, yeah.
What are you talking about?
But if you talking about some of these other schools, that's
Gino built it. What are you talking about? Gino built it. He built that. That's all him.
So if you had a chance to go to Duke or Rhode Island, you just only picking Duke, right?
I don't know.
So now Rhode
Come
Island.
on, stop the bullshit.
I don't know.
Stop the bullshit.
Listen, you don't need.
Come on, man.
You don't need Duke. Everybody's on TV now. What you talking about?
No, bro. No, you know.
Everybody's on TV.
Rhode Island is not
every school's on TV.
Not every school. Most schools on ESPN got a whole bunch of a litany of college programs now. What are you talking about?
If these are your options, what are you picking? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You're picking Duke. So now the person that
I wouldn't pick Duke personally. I don't like Duke. So.
But he's just saying between the two schools that he suggested.
Right.
Bro,
okay.
You saying that now? If you was young and Duke was like, "Yo, Sherman, we want to take you to our school," and Rhode Island was like, "Oh, we want to take you to our school," you not picking Rhode Island. I don't care how much you don't like Duke. You still gonna go with Duke. Just because of the quality of the school. Now, if you got plans on going to the NBA, the WNBA, you're gonna pick Duke because you're not going to Rhode Island when nobody's watching you, and your teammates are probably not even up there. Now, if you do play Duke, you lose about 60 points every time. Nobody's paying attention to that.
You got that.
Now, if you got Duke and North Carolina going against each other in this close games, people are paying attention now. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference there.
Okay, I got you.
That's my point.
Okay.
So now if you got these teams going against Connecticut, the female Connecticut, and they like that, bro, they have no chance. Nobody's paying attention.
But that's recruiting, bro. No, it's recruiting. You got to recruit.
You're not understanding my point. Because what I'm saying is other teams have a better chance of getting that player that they want than some of the lower teams.
You got to go get them. It's the same thing with in men's. You gotta go get the player.
So what would Rhode Island's pitch be over Duke?
Listen.
What would their pitch be over Duke? Where the person would say, "Oh, now I'm going to Rhode Island."
I could pay you a lot of money.
And in college, they're gonna pay you a lot of money. Ain't that illegal? Ain't that illegal? Come on, man.
But look what no. But look what's going on in college basketball now. What's going with the whole scandal?
But is it supposed to be a scandal?
Exactly. Scandal means it's something.
Yeah, it's a bad thing. It's not supposed to be happening.
I mean, that's what it is, though. I mean,
but it's not supposed to happen.
It's not supposed to happen. But come on, let's not be naive now. We all know the reality of it all. We've seen Blue Chips.
Okay,
you've seen it. Come on, let's be real.
Chips, but that's Hollywood.
That's reality too. Come on, bro. Let's not play stupid now.
Yeah, it's
let's not play stupid.
But it's Hollywood based on reality.
But it does happen. It does happen once in a while.
When you think when somebody gets shot in the movie, you think they like all right. So somebody gets shot in the movie and they just get shot and they blow back and they doing all this extra stuff, right? You think that happens in real life?
No, I never seen nobody get shot, bro. I never seen somebody get shot.
I tell you one thing: they don't fly back. They
drop.
They drop
like a sack of potatoes.
But Hollywood will tell you that they fly back. They go through the glass, right? This is Hollywood, bro. You gotta separate that between reality.
But no. Sometimes art imitates life, bro. And in Blue Chips, it's showing you what does go on in these colleges.
It happens. That's why they made the movie.
I'm not saying.
But sometimes Hollywood can over exaggerate stuff. Is what I'm saying.
Right, but it's not out of context.
Yeah, but sometimes
it's not out of context.
Yeah, it definitely is exaggerated.
It's not. Wow.
Movies are exaggerated.
Movies are exaggerated.
They are.
It's because it's not real. It's not real.
Okay.
It's just a movie.
That's fine.
Yeah, even when it says based on a true story.
Yeah, of course they call some of the things. I know that. Come on.
You got people that
Come
like
on.
the Tupac movie came out. There's people that knew him that were like, oh, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
They add stuff that didn't happen. You know, like exaggeration
Okay.
to make because
Yeah, I got
they
it.
know what people want to see.
Yeah,
What people want to
yeah,
talk about.
Yeah, I got it. But for the WNBA, for them, and my whole thing is this: they gotta go through strikes and all that stuff. They ain't just gonna give you
Strikes.
I mean, listen.
They're gonna go on a strike.
No. Listen, their collective bargaining is coming up. They say they want more
I don't
pay.
think they could do a strike.
They want more pay,
Bro,
but
They say they want more
But
pay.
let's be-
you gotta
okay.
go through collective bargaining.
like the name of this show, let's be real,
Okay.
right? You're let's say you're a business owner.
I know.
for
I already know
example,
where
right?
you're going. But go ahead.
Would you pay somebody who's not creating as
Right,
much
you-
revenue as the next guy?
Of course. Come on.
But that's the whole thing, though.
Exactly. So what is it? What is it a strike about? You're not creating any revenue.
But they say
people aren't coming to see you.
Right? They say they want to go overseas and get the money, but the NBA, the WNBA, and the NBA wants to keep them here as much as possible.
Well, you know,
They
something,
wanna pay the money, but-
the WNBA hasn't even been around that long.
Right, and that's what I concur with that. Like this is what I'm saying. The NBA's been through strikes, labor stoppages,
But they got
and
the
all that
money to
stuff.
do it, though.
Yeah,
And they won't hurt
people want to see the NBA.
I'm
It
not
won't hurt them.
Hold on, I'm not talking about that.
Believe me, when they strike, it don't hurt them. These guys, because they get paid that because of the
No, it hurt.
NBA.
It hurt them in '99. It hurt them. That strike didn't hurt them.
Okay,
It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt them.
I don't think it hurt them as
It
much
didn't
as
hurt.
my point.
The NBA didn't come back for a while.
I don't. I was only 5 years old, so I don't even
didn't
remember.
hurt them as
I
much.
didn't start watching basketball till 2001.
It
was way worse.
I was like, look.
Okay, so we had another technical issue. Hey, these are the breaks sometimes in show business, you know. But we're going to get into our final topic of the day. It's going to be the fight coming up in December.
December 1st
Tight-
in Los Angeles, California.
Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder.
Yeah,
Or is it
Deontay Wilder.
what belt's on the line?
The WBC heavyweight title.
Okay. Brother Q, what is your thoughts on this fight? Who do you have winning? Wait, first of all, who do you have winning and why?
Okay, well, first of all, I got Wilder winning because he's 40-0 and he's put out every single guy in front of him, including Stavern, who
Stavern.
That was bad.
No, he deserved that one because he was talking a lot of crap earlier.
yeah.
And
I mean, I guess he felt he had something to brag about due to the fact that he was literally the only guy Wilder didn't knock out at the time.
Mhm.
So,
No, but you don't open your mouth, bro. Like there's levels to this. Like take it easy, bro.
But then he just made his situation worse when Wilder beat the living shit out of
Yo,
him.
son, he was wailing on him from round one.
That was terrible.
Well,
Wailing on him.
Well, there wasn't a round two, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
it was
about
just-
what.
so he made quick work out.
Anyway, he was wailing on it. It felt like 9 rounds. The way he was wailing on him, wailing on
That
him.
shit felt quick to me, man. I don't know.
That fight was very quick.
It was quick, but the way
Yeah, it was-
listen,
it
That reminded
the
me
bell
of an
rung.
80s Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah, it was the bell rung and it was over before
Yeah.
it even started.
nah,
bro.
son, he was wailing. I don't care. And then he was wailing on him. Like the wave he was coming out with was like he couldn't do nothing. Had him hemmed up and
couldn't do
everything.
nothing. It was the biggest mismatch I've seen in a minute. Man.
Word.
That was bad.
What is Tyson Fury's record?
Tyson Fury is 27-0 with
All right.
18 knockouts.
So now, who do you say you have Wilder?
Mm-hmm.
How many rounds and why?
I
I know I asked that before, but go ahead.
I think Wilder probably beat him in about the 8th round.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the way they fight goes, I mean, Tyson Fury's a whole lot slower than Wilder is. Wilder moves like a fucking middleweight.
Yep.
But they both hit pretty hard. So I'll give Tyson Fury a puncher's chance because if Wilder gets... And Wilder does get hit. That's the thing. He does get hit. His defense isn't spectacular or nothing like that. So Tyson Fury's going to land some shots on him. And if he gets him with one clean enough, he could put Wilder on the floor. So I'm not going to completely count out Tyson Fury off of that.
Okay. I'll go next. I have Deontay Wilder winning in 10 rounds by knockout.
Okay.
Because Deontay Wilder, for me, in this fight, I believe he needs to create a jab for himself. He has to create. If he can create a jab to go with all the power he has, he can really clean this fight up very fast. Fury's a very a little bit more technically polished, but they're still going to be throwing haymakers all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean that's without question. But for Wilder, if he can establish a jab, if he can get into the training camp and establish a jab to go along with his power and the footwork needs work, of course, but if he can get that jab, that's the most important thing because he's 6'8", and his reach is about 84. Yeah. Fury's about 6'5", 6'6". Maybe taller than
yeah, he's probably taller than that. He looks like he's taller than that.
Yeah, I think Fury's about 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah, I think they're the same height.
The eye to eye, right?
Yeah, I think they're about the same height.
Yeah. Right. So for me, working the jab is the most important thing for Wilder to do. Work that jab, probe it, and then set him up with your regular power punches. That's how Wilder will win this fight. To me, Tyson Fury, he's good. You know, he has his knockouts too. He's a slugger himself.
Yeah, he's got 18 knockouts on his belt.
18 knockouts, but he ain't never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, he
ain't seen nothing like that. And when he finally, like, Fury really, and through the pressures they've been having over the past couple of weeks, Fury thinks this his power is a joke. His power is not a joke.
No, it's definitely not a joke.
Well, yeah, he hasn't felt it yet.
He ain't feel nothing yet.
And another thing we got to keep in mind, Tyson Fury's had 2 fights this year already. He had one in June, and he had one in August.
So he's he's been working a little bit.
Yeah.
Wilder's been sitting down chilling because Anthony Joshua is afraid to fight him. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, but I think Joshua.
That's what I want to see, man.
That's the one we want.
I think Joshua is now forced to face the winner.
That's right.
Of this bout.
There's no more running now.
Yeah.
No more running.
So now, if that's the case, I hope that Wilder wins this fight.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants.
Yeah.
Yo,
Anthony Joshua, it seems to me like he is scared.
He's scared of him, I'm telling you. I think they had this fight done before. Wilder said, I'll go to England.
Yeah.
I'll go to England and fight him. He don't care where he go. He ain't afraid to lose the O.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to lose that O. He got to fight on Mike. Get the hell out of here, man. Go ahead and fight this man. Get your ass whooped. Come on, man. Yeah. I'll show you got the cojones to go out there and beat this man.
Yeah, it don't, and where you fight at doesn't really matter.
Don't matter. Well, listen, and boxing been known to have
just show up.
Not even that. Boxing been known to have very corrupt judges. So him going to England wouldn't have benefited him no way.
But
Wilder.
He didn't even care. He said, "I'll go out there."
Yeah. Because he know he's gonna knock this guy out. That's why.
Yeah, that's the way you beat bad judges.
Yeah, knock him out.
Give him a reason not to even have a say.
You knock him out.
Once the guy's on the floor and it's counted out, it's over.
You knock him out.
That's it.
Knock him out. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Though if that's what Triple G didn't do, he didn't knock him out. That's why he lost.
Yep. You don't. Well,
Canelo, I'd say Canelo won that fight, man. Canelo and Triple G. You talking the second time? Canelo was giving it to him, boy. Canelo was working him. That's not even like Triple G.
Triple G was still getting his punches in there.
Yeah, but
his shots were connecting.
He wasn't really doing nothing until at least round 8.
Canelo was connecting more though, man.
Yeah, and Triple G got no excuses because he fought the way that he wanted Canelo to fight
the first time.
Yeah, and Canelo still fucking whooped his ass.
I don't think the fight should have took place anyway because the first fight, Triple G absolutely run, dominating the ring generalship, working his jab. I mean, Canelo has a hard head, so it's gonna be tough to knock him out anyway. But he was in there really giving Canelo the business, and then Canelo would come up with these 30-second spurts. Like, come on, man, I've seen this move before with that, man. I think Canelo won the fight, but we already know they want Canelo to be the guy, the next golden boy. So he was gonna get the decision there. And then this fight here, now you're seeing Canelo with his true skill, what his true skill set is. He's a great counterpuncher. He was using that to effectiveness, jabbing him all over the place, probing his jab. You know, it was a dominant. But I feel like Triple G was putting in more. His jab was working too. He was trying to knock him out, and he still couldn't knock him out. And he wasn't going to win on Mexican Independence Day. Come on, really? You really?
I don't know
come on! Stop the BS. You know what it is.
I don't think that matters.
You know what it is. Stop it.
Nah, man.
You know what it is. Politics over there. Politics over there.
Who you got winning this fight between Wilder and Fury?
I got Wilder winning, and I probably say about 9 to 10 rounds. I think he's gonna use his reach. I think it's gonna be a brawl early, but I think he's gonna slow down the fight a little bit and use his power and his reach, and he's gonna probably knock him out 9 to 10 round.
I wanted to see that type of fight. I want to see like a Toro Gotti type Mickey Ward type
I
fight.
think it might start that way, but I think it's gonna
start that way.
I think it might start that way as a brawl, because like you said, Wilder gets hit, so he's gonna take his punches, but he's gonna give him.
But
two.
It starts that way though. It don't work himself into the fight.
Considering who's fighting.
Yeah, these are two brawlers. They're gonna go at it from the start, but it's gonna have to slow down. They're gonna have to have some kind of strategy that goes into it, and that's when I think Wilder's gonna start using his reach. Because he does, even though they're almost the same height, his reach is still long. That dude has some long.
Yeah, 84 inches.
And Wilder's a whole lot faster. Like I said, he moves like a fucking
middleweight.
Yep, and his wingspan is retarded, bro.
Yeah,
there's not too many boxers with arms that long.
Right,
so
true.
He's gonna use that reach as an advantage. And
true.
I think that's what's gonna get him over the top.
Like I said, he has to. I'm gonna keep saying it because it's the key to him being undefeated for a while.
Yeah, I think
I think the key to him being undefeated is a lot due to the fact that his division is not very competitive.
It's weak.
Yeah.
It's weak.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard, but Deontay Wilder actually said that he could beat Mike Tyson. Now that is a whole bunch of buffoonery.
Wait a minute, he's 6. How is Mike reaching him?
Yeah, I don't know about the reach.
How is Mike reaching him?
Come on, stop being ridiculous. Because Mike Tyson is beating guys.
Yo, all he has to do is hold his hand out like this, and it's a wrap.
Mike Tyson is.
Wilder just has to do this.
Mike Tyson is beating some tall dudes.
Not no 6'8", bro.
It don't matter.
Not 6'8".
Just about everybody.
And like you said, moving like a middleweight.
Just about everybody. But Mike Tyson is
gets
fast.
in you, if he gets enough.
Mike Tyson is fast.
If he gets in you as small as he is, bro, and he can hit you. Remember, Mike Tyson's power is unmatched, bro.
No, don't get me wrong. Mike is a bad motherfucker.
Bad dude, bro.
Okay, he's a bad motherfucker.
If he get inside that big man, 6'8", 6'10", 7'1", he could knock you out.
But not hitting like that, bro. Not hitting like that. And he don't even need to probe a jab.
Yo, Mike,
you don't need no jab with Mike.
He can hit you with a body shot. You don't got to get.
And Mike not going more than 4 rounds. Mike not going more than 4.
Come on, but Wilder got no technique.
Got no technique. That's why it's gonna. That's what I'm saying. Wilder's gonna in the end.
Let me ask you.
To me, would beat him in the end.
You think Joshua got more more technique than him, right?
Joshua is technically.
I think he's more technical than Wilder. Wilder's
he's
more
technical,
brawler, but that's why I don't understand why you guys. You say he's scared to
Nah, he is.
He probably is.
If you listen to his interviews, I mean, he's always got some excuse as to why.
Like, come on and fight the man, bro. Like, come on. Don't be like Lennox Lewis. Come on.
But who do you think will win Wilder and Joshua fight?
I think Wilder.
What?
Also, Wilder's got a lot more experience.
I already predicted it. Wilder in 9.
I will go with Wilder too. That's my.
Yeah,
because I like Deontay Wilder. I've seen him fight numerous times.
Yeah,
I like the way he fight. Even though sometimes, like you say, he gets hit, but his power is
uncanny.
And he's been in trouble, and he has come back.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I'll give Wilder though, he has a lot of energy.
Yeah, man.
He's got a lot of energy,
and this is what Fury has to deal with. I mean, and especially if Wilder's going to the body early. Oh, forget it. If he finds body blows early, you can forget about that.
I think he's going straight for the head, man.
Yeah, that's what he does.
I'm telling you, he's going to use that. I think in this fight, he's going to use that reach, man, because his arms is longer than this dude, man.
He has to. Yeah, he ain't got no choice. Like, he cannot.
Like I say, he might need to find his jab. Because
the jab is going to set everything up.
Reach is the perfect thing to set up a jab.
Well, of course. And in every fight, Wilder's in, he's going to have the advantage reach-wise. And but the thing is, he don't have to use the jab. He don't need it. This fight, with someone who's of size of you need a little bit more technique. A little bit more technique. And this guy's undefeated. He's been knocking out people too. You need a little technique. Now, work to probe the jab, movement, a little bit. He can still be a bomber and still try to bomb, but it got to work it slow. Now, can he get it in a training camp? Can he do it with the training camp time he has? I don't know.
I think he can.
But if he develops that in training camp and puts that into the fight, he's going to win this fight pretty easily. I don't expect it to be, because I think it's going to start out kind of feeling out process. People just going to throw one shots there, but at first big hit, it's going to wake everybody up, and then it's going to just go crazy.
But who do you think that first hit going to come from? I think it's coming from Wilder.
No, I think it's going to come from
Fury.
I think so.
To wake him up.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, man. Fury is pretty slow with his punches.
He's slow with his punches,
but he hits hard.
But and also Wilder's not accurate per se. When he's swinging, he's swinging for the fences.
Yeah, haymakers. Yeah, he's trying to knock you out.
Yeah.
That's
right.
His goal when he fights is to knock the person out.
So that was
he said it before,
and that will nullify his speed a little bit, because if all you have to do is duck a little bit, if Fury's not, if he's super slow, oh, it's a wrap. But I don't see Fury as super slow. He has
he's
movement.
not super slow, but
He has movement.
He's not as Wilder though.
Yeah,
Right. He has movement.
Only thing.
I think he'll show up defensively a little bit, but over time, the shots he takes, the type of shots he take, where he takes the shots at, how will that impact him going on during the fight? That's what I want to see. Because if he can sit there and stomach those punches, you might be looking at an upset.
Yeah.
Because if he can stomach all those punches and all that punishment that brother's gonna be dealing out. Oh, Wilder might be in trouble, but I don't see it. 10 rounds is gonna be crazy.
I think he keeps his undefeated streak.
Yeah, the Wilder's gonna be undefeated, and then we're gonna get to Joshua, and then we're gonna get the fight we want to see.
Hopefully,
no, it's mandatory.
It's mandatory happening.
Yes,
okay,
it has to happen. The winner of the fight per se, he'd rather fight Fury, so he can just sit there and probe him up.
Yeah, he could.
And set him up. He don't have to worry about no bombing too much. But if he get Wilder,
he in for a fight, a real fight. He in for a real.
But remember now, when you put pressure, when you put pressure on people, it might bring out the best in them. I don't see it per se, but it could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua ain't ready for this, man.
I don't think so either. But hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna see soon. Hopefully, for me, hopefully Wilder wins this fight. So we can see what the fans want to see now.
Because if Wilder wins this fight, we'd be seeing a fight between the two of them probably as soon as May of 2019.
Yeah,
that's good. That's not that
May or June.
That's not that far away.
May or June. That would be good.
I'll take it. That's not that far away.
Ooh. That'd be cool. And it's been a long time since we've seen the heavyweights.
Yeah, because the heavyweight division hasn't been
that. Yeah, like that. As we said,
and in probably about 20 years. Since
Tyson and Lennox Lewis and Miranda Holyfield all over fighting. That's when it was last prominent like that.
And now all the big heat, the big time fights are in the 140 division, 147 till about super middleweight.
Yeah,
those are where all the big names are now.
Yeah, because it's
right there.
I guess people like to see the faster fights, faster fighters,
faster knockouts.
Well, they also got better technique than these guys.
Yeah, because a lot of bigger dudes, they just swing for the fences a lot of times.
Right.
Well, that's how it is these days.
Right.
It wasn't always like that.
It used to be technical in the heavyweight division too.
And listen, the boxing has taken a very turn.
This is why MMA is so popular right now.
It's not as popular as you may think it is.
What, MMA?
Right. It's don't get me wrong.
Popular.
It's popular, but it's still. It's hit the mainstream now because of the affiliation with WWE and helped bring it up a little bit, but it's still not there yet. To me. They need more fights on.
I think it's there, man.
No, they need more fights on regular TV. The more of the bigger fights on regular TV.
Well, that ain't gonna make them no money.
True. Damn. I'm trying to sneak it in there, man. I want to see.
They've tried it before.
Yeah, they tried it, but it can be done better. Like viewership. If you can get the viewership, they can get it. But these guys are not afraid to fight each other like you'll see in boxing. Everybody's running from each other. You're gonna get the fights you want. Mm-hmm. All right, you're gonna get the fights you want, but I would just like to see that more of them on a national stage, free stage.
Yeah, for a while they were doing boxing matches on Channel 4.
Right.
Every Saturday.
They still do that. They still do that.
That's dope to me.
Premier boxing.
Yeah, Mauro Ronaldo from WWE does commentary.
Right.
Yo, to me that's dope that they would put that on regular TV like that.
That's when I saw the Sean Porter.
Sean Porter and that was the last fight I saw on NBC with Sean Porter and Danny Garcia.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a good fight on regular TV.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
now
what
they're
I'm
bringing
mean.
in fans that probably wouldn't even watch it, but it's on Channel 4. I got regular TV. I ain't got cable.
That's what I
watching
mean.
That, that's perfect.
You got
UFC does have to do something like that.
They have to do something like that.
They do have the Ultimate Fighter on Spike,
right?
So you can see who's coming up.
Yeah.
And they do give some free fights, but it's not necessarily the big fights.
It's like on Fox Sports.
Like once in a while. I'm not saying every time. Once in a while.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Yeah, like once a month or something. Have like a
no, not once a month. That's too much.
You think once a month?
It's too
12
much.
times for the year.
Trust me. I know how they.
I think so.
Listen, that's how they operate, bro. Come on, man. You can't give them all the time. You got bits and pieces. But well, that's it for today. We had a lot of technical issues, but we got through it. We're not Nathan Lavaldi. We were just working through it, as always. I'd like to thank Ghost over here for coming back. And gracing his presence over here today. Brother Q, of course. Thank you as always for your knowledge. You know, I'm your boy Big Sherm. Also, I would like to remind you, check the blog out, LBR blog at facebook.com. Excuse me. Also, on the YouTube page, Let's Be Real Sports at youtube.com. And we are powered by the Gifted Sounds Network. You know, check us out on that network and other networks as well. As the time is going off, we are going to go away now because it's annoying me. Brother Joe will be back next week, hopefully. You know, so with that, we're out. Peace.